Greetings, travelers! It is I, the Great Irumen, coming to you with an exciting Genshin Impact video, which is the first time I'm making one, by the way. Now, the awaited Grandmaster of the Knights of Favonius, Varka, has finally been released as a new playable character, and I must say, his trailer is quite fantastic. He's a very cool person indeed, with him being by far the tallest and bulkiest playable character in the game so far. That begs the question we've all been asking. How big is Varka's thick, juicy Kokomi? I'm sure a lot of people have noticed from his first appearance how big he is.
みんな無事で何よりだ。
He's so big, man. Look, I can suck his dick while standing. And with him packs an enormous sword. Determining the height of a character is quite important for us to know exactly how big Varka's weapon is. Now, there actually isn't a canonical reference to how tall or big a character is. However, we can make inferences based on some things such as the suspected height of some character and how many pixels tall they are. Good thing I don't have to do that thanks to the app called Reddit. Seems like someone already calculated his height based on Ryotisles. Ryotisles' estimated height is around 195 centimeters, and Varka is around 106.45% taller than Ryotisles, making him around 207.5 centimeters tall. Now that we got his height, we can finally measure his juicy cock. We already know by this point that Mondstadt is based off of Germany, and the average PP size of German people, according to worldpopulationreview.com, is 14.48 centimeters or 5.7 inches, with a girth of around 12.40 centimeters or 4.88 inches. Don't ask me why I know so much about Mondstadt male anatomy. When I went to the Mondstadt Spring Festival, let's just say that I earned a little more than a few primogems. Anyway, if we take Ventus' height as reference at around 165 centimeters and the average of around 14.48 centimeters and 12.40 centimeters in girth, we get around 18.25 centimeters or 7.17 inches in size and 15.6 centimeters or 6.14 inches in girth. Now, that's a bit small in comparison to some Reddit posts, right? So let's try doing this another way. Using my trusty app MS Paint and a 1024 x 576 pixel image of Varka's model, I calculated Varka's height to be around 524 pixels in this picture. Now, I drew the curve on Varka's crotch, approximating where the curve of his penis goes, and jotted down the x and y axis of each point of the curve. Using piecewise approximation of arc lengths, fuck it. Let's just use Python to do this. Now we estimate the curve to be around 43.25 pixels. With this information, we can get the ratio of his height to penis at 524 is to 43.25 pixels, and converting it to his height in centimeters, we get 17.12 centimeters, which is at 6.74 inches. For his girth, we do the same and get the approximate length in pixels, which is 12, converted to centimeters using the ratio, and we get 4.75 in diameter. We multiply it with pi to get around 15 centimeters. We're not done yet, because we are only measuring the flaccid size. Researchers led by Dr. Manuel Alonso Isa of University Hospital HM Puerta del Sur in Madrid found that 24% of men were growers, while 25% were showers. Let's say that showers grow to around 31% when excited. That means that Barca can grow up to 22.43 centimeters or 8.83 inches in length and 19.65 centimeters or 7.74 inches in girth. But if he's a grower, which I most certainly think he is, he can grow at a whopping 26.7 centimeters or 10.5 inches in length and 23.4 centimeters or 9.2 inches in girth. Holy smokes, that's big! If we average the two sizes, we get 24.57 centimeters or 9.67 inches in length and 21.5 centimeters or 8.46 inches in girth. There might be some errors with these calculations, and taking into account perhaps the thickness of his clothes and underwear, let's give it around 1.5 centimeters margin of error. Well, that's it for my Genshin theory on Varka's potential, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I might make a video on how much liquid can Varka shoot inside of me. This is Irmin, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!